Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate you being here and watching my videos. I can't tell you how much it means to me. Today I'd like to talk about air dry clay, give you some tips and tricks for dealing with it and working with it. And first I'd like to say air dry clay is not for sissies. It's modeled for children and it's marketed for children, but it's not really, it's non-toxic, so kids can play with it, and it is a good manipulating tool for hand issues and mobility issues and children with dexterity issues. It's good for that. But let me tell you, I've been working on a project. It took me a while to work on it. It's not finished. Don't laugh. It's going to be a palette. It's going to be a paint palette. And I started it on Tuesday, finished it on Wednesday, and it's been drying since Wednesday, and it's still wet. The directions tell you to let it dry for 2 days. Honestly, this has been drying since Wednesday after I finished it, and you see it's got some cracks in it. That's normal. I'll sand that out. But it's still wet after several days, and it's going to need further air drying. Let me give you some tips though on working with it. First, divide it up. It comes in a great big 2-pound pack. I don't have it with me right now, so I can't show you, but divide it up and make it into clumps. And roll out what you need, and then what you don't need, wrap back up and put in the package with a wet paper towel. The wet paper towel will keep it moist and keep it from drying out. Once you roll it out, I use a rolling pin and I put parchment paper under the rolling pin so that I've got some good traction and something to roll it out on so that it doesn't stick on my table. Get yourself a cup of water, because what you're going to want to be doing is you're going to be wanting to dip your finger, and I'll show you, this is the cup I have. You're going to want to dip your finger in and then like manipulate the clay into manageable pieces so that you can roll it out. But what the finger in the water also does is it helps loosen up the clay. It's called slip. Slip is the liquid form of clay, and you need a little bit of slip to work your joints, because you're going to want to, you have to join the pieces together with liquid in order to get it to stick, because if you put a dry piece, it's not going to work as well as if you would close up the holes from one piece to the next, like in between, and then you just roll it out and make it all wet and it gets it sticky and helps it to stay. What else do I want to say? I want to say that I use the DAS, the D-A-S, or the DAS, I don't know how you pronounce it. There's also a Crayola product for children. It's in a tube, and I'll be trying that because I want to compare the two of them, and I want to see how they work. But yes, I'm trying to think what other kind of tips I can give you with the clay. Take your time. One thing, if you are not a patient person, air dry clay is not your craft. If you want something that's immediate, then go with something else, because you do have to let the air dry clay, the clay dry for about, it says 2 days. I don't believe it, because I've tried a project before. I let it wait 2 days, and then I painted it, and I wound up chucking it in the garbage. So this is just my impression of the air dry clay. And when I get to start painting on it, I'll show you the process, because I plan on painting it with an acrylic paint and then going over it with either a decoupage napkin or maybe painting some flowers or butterflies on it or something like that. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching my channel and coming to visit with me. Thank you so much. I've loved making this video, and I hope you enjoy it too. Bye.